Hello and welcome to Like, Share and Subscribe, a podcast by Genflow. In this podcast, we're going to be talking about the ins and outs of being a creator. We're going to be also covering off hottest topics, trends, everything you need to know in the creator industry. Also, we're going to be talking about your favorite creators and what they've been up to. I'm your host, Nellis.
And hey everyone, I'm Emma Grace. So, something very interesting happened in 2021. We left the word influencer behind, and now the word on everyone's lips is creators. And that's exactly what we're going to be celebrating in this podcast, creators and the creator economy. More and more creators are launching huge brands, signing massive deals, and launching huge projects in the Web3 space.
And that's what we're here to do, right?
Yeah.
Shake up the industry. So we work with some of the largest creators out there in the world here at Genflow. For example, with Logan Paul, Jordan Woods, and Matt Morcia. And the key strength of these creators is that they're able to monetize their audience. And that's exactly what we're able to do here at Genflow.
In this podcast, we'll be talking about what creators are up to right now, what's currently trending, and we'll be inviting some creators into our studio here in London to ask them for any advice they have, their journeys, and their expertise.
Amazing. Should we get into it?
Yes.
Let's go. So I think there's a question you wanted to ask first, was it?
I do have a very, very important question to ask you actually,
Hit
Nellis.
me. Go on, let's go.
Do you think there are more wheels or doors in the world?
Do you mean like wheels?
Do you think there's more wheels or doors in the world?
Not gonna lie, didn't expect that first question.
Okay.
But we'll go ahead and answer it. More wheels or doors?
Yes.
Just
the first thing.
First thing off the top of mind. If I had to choose one,
don't overthink it.
Doors.
Doors?
And do you know why?
Why?
Because you might think a car has four wheels.
Yes.
A car has four doors.
Does a car have four wheels? Steering wheel? I'm sure. I
Okay,
don't
five.
know.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Exactly.
It depends how technical we're getting here. But then I can say a car has five doors because then sometimes they count the boot as a door.
That's true.
So, but if I had to say, just because of properties, hallways, rooms, car doors, doors of everything else, I would just have to say doors. What about you?
I said wheels.
Why?
I think wheels. And I think the majority of people will probably say wheels when they first hear that question. I said wheels, however, I think after hearing everyone else's answers that I've spoken to about it, I'm actually being drawn to doors now.
Really? I'm not, honestly, I don't know if there's a right or wrong answer.
I don't think we'll ever know.
Do you know if there's like a meaning behind this?
Well, that is just one of the pieces of viral content that has been circulating the internet at the moment.
Okay.
Someone started it on TikTok. I don't know who, I don't know when, but it is the question on everyone's lips at the minute. So that is the last piece of viral content I saw recently. Is there any pieces?
I have seen something similar on TikTok where it's a horse.
Yes.
And essentially, if you see it walking backwards, you're more creative. If you see it walking forwards, then you're more, I think, analytical or whatever it was.
Which one were you?
I actually saw it walking backwards.
Okay, so you're more creative.
Which
I need to see this one.
Yeah.
I'm not
I'll have to show you after, actually. And just kind of remind me of that. Maybe it has a meaning. But in terms of viral content, were you talking about TikTok?
Well, yeah, of course, this isn't the first piece of viral content that we've seen this year, and nor is it actually that new. Do you remember the blue dress?
Yes.
Everyone remembers the blue dress, right? It was either gold.
What colour did you see?
I saw blue. What did you see?
Gold. White
Are
and gold.
you sure?
It was white and gold, right?
It was white and gold or black and blue, and everyone remembers this dress. It was like everyone was getting really quite heads up about it, and it was definitely blue and black. But I don't think there was an actual meaning behind that, or was there?
No, I think. So do you actually think it was an actual same image? Or
yeah,
was it like
I do.
Was it two images that went viral?
No, I think it was the same image because I was sat next to people and they were seeing one thing and I was seeing the other.
So, and the same image, right?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It's a really interesting topic. And I would love to know what you guys think if it's...
Yes, please let us know.
Wheels versus doors. Like, what is it, you know?
Okay, so that was viral content on TikTok, but you have a bit of expertise in viral content on YouTube, am I right?
Well, if you do bring it up, I'll mention it.
Okay, go for it.
So, yes, I've done YouTube for 3 years full-time from 2017 and 3 years on from that. And essentially, I worked from the ground up, 0 subscribers, literally didn't have any other social media following on Instagram. I don't think TikTok was even really a thing back then. So TikTok's only been, past 2 years, like
Absolutely,
really popular.
only just blown up recently.
So I started on YouTube and essentially created videos literally weekly, sometimes 2-3 weekly. And I got to a point where, I was able to do it full time after a year and a half, for the next year and a half. And essentially, yeah, I did have a few videos that went viral. I think I've got 5 or 6 videos all over 1 million.
Okay.
And my most viral video was actually 4.8 million views.
And what was that one about?
Well, yeah, I mean, very random. It was magnetic goalie gloves.
Magnetic.
Goalie gloves versus magnetic football.
Oh.
So they both had magnets on.
Yeah.
So can you imagine, like, when someone kicks it,
Yeah.
if it's going to, like, magnet to your hand?
Well, what was the point in that? Like, obviously, you're not allowed to have that in a real
Because
football
it's just
game.
it's just like
Just
an
like
experiment.
fun?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
just a fun experiment. Of course, yeah, you're not allowed that in a football game.
Yeah.
But can you imagine if it worked like properly? I'm not saying it didn't. Check out the video. Shameless plug.
Shameless
But
plug.
imagine if you go and dive for the ball and it's like going that way and just draws to your hand. And you
Did that
save
not
it.
hurt? I imagine that would be really painful.
No,
actually.
because if I'm honest with you, it didn't really work. It
Mm-hmm.
worked, but I'll let you go watch the video. But anyway, so these videos don't come around that often.
Yep.
Maybe it's the platform, maybe
Absolutely.
not. YouTube is very hard to get viral videos, especially these days.
Yes.
But I've seen loads of viral videos recently, even from like a few of my favorite creators. For example, one of my favorite creators at the moment is actually Hasbullah or Hasbullah. I'm not
yes.
sure how you pronounce
I
his
don't
name.
think anyone knows.
And I'm not sure if you know, but I actually met him. I think it was.
You did?
It's like 3-4 months ago now.
Oh,
I mean,
wow.
insert picture here now, and you can see it was an interesting encounter.
Yeah.
But the reason why he's one of my favorite creators is because not only of his personality, what he's doing, he's really used his aura and his who he is and made it really funny. And not only that, he's turned it into a business kind of thing as well now.
Yeah.
So what he's done is made his own NFTs.
Okay.
He's got his own NFT project, which I was thinking of buying into. Was very close, but after I researched the project a bit, I didn't think it would.
You chose
really
against
grow.
it. You thought against it. Okay.
But yeah, everything that he's done has been so clever, and you know what? It's funny. It's shareable. I think that's one key thing is when it's shareable, that's where it's really.
well,
can
yeah,
go
that's what
viral.
makes it viral, right?
Exactly. What about you? Have you got a favorite creator?
I
or
do
something you
have
watch?
I do have a favorite creator actually, and I'm not sure if you've heard of him. I'd be surprised if you haven't heard of him.
Okay, hit me. Go on.
Ready?
Yeah, go on.
Okay, so my favorite creator
Yeah.
has to be
Yeah.
Francis Bourgeois. Now, I really
Train.
hope I'm saying the train guy. Yeah, the
Yeah.
train guy, the train spotter. I really hope I'm saying his name right.
Okay.
But yes, he is the train guy. He got very famous and blew up on TikTok. I think it was last year or the year before, probably in the pandemic. And he has this cute little, you probably know, you're the content
Yeah.
guy, Nellis, you probably know exactly what the camera is called. But he has this cute little camera attached to his head and he films his expressions watching all the trains go by.
Yeah, it's like a 360.
And he's blown
camera.
up, exactly, and he's
Yeah.
blown up. And I think why he is so successful and why so many people love him is just so authentic. Like, I don't think you can fake that. Now, there was some news that came out, obviously, about him having this previous life as a roadman or whatever.
Yeah.
But I think this is him. I would like to believe that no one could act that well, act that innocent, and just produce that kind of content all the time. I think it is so cute.
But he did respond to that, didn't he? Showing
Did he?
that-
I've not seen that he
You
responded
haven't
to
seen
that.
it?
No,
Yeah, he's done a-
I've seen the report. I've read the report, but I haven't actually seen.
He's done a
it.
full-on video. It's about a minute long.
Have I
and
not seen this?
I'll send it to you after.
Thank you.
And it's literally him explaining he was that type of person, but actually he wasn't happy.
Well, there we go.
And he was trying to fit in with social
Mm-hmm.
people and all that type of stuff. And he reverted back to who he was.
Yeah.
And literally someone that loves trains. And what's amazing about the internet now is that you can almost, if you have a passion and you are genuine,
Absolutely,
like you said,
yeah, of course.
you can go viral, get followers for nearly almost any reason now.
Yeah, and there's surely something we can take from that, right? So if you're trying to be this type of person on social media and it's not actually working for you, scrap it, stop it, be your authentic self, then your passion will truly come through, right?
Exactly.
And then that's what people love about you, and that's how your following will grow. That's what I think anyway.
Yeah, and absolutely. And if you're after creating content and you want to go viral, then maybe you should think about what kind of platform you want to create. So,
absolutely.
what's
Yeah,
your favorite
definitely.
platform? Because if you prefer to consume YouTube, then it probably makes sense to upload to YouTube.
Yeah.
If you consume a lot of short form content, which is TikTok, then it's perhaps better to do it on there.
Absolutely.
But out of interest, what do you think about then, like the favorite kind of platform to create on and that kind of thing?
I think to answer that question, I actually need to think about what is my favorite to create for and what is my favorite
Absolutely.
to consume for. I know
Yeah.
you're the YouTube guy, Nellis. You've already said that. I know you're the
Yeah.
YouTube guy.
Yeah.
I would like to say that my favorite platform to consume content on, it has to be TikTok. I mean, that's how I came
Okay.
across Francis in the first place. It has to be TikTok. However, you do need to be careful. I'm sure many people will be able to agree with me here, but you do have to be careful on TikTok. You'll click on the app and it'll be 2 hours later, it'll be midnight, and you'll be like, what have I just done with the past 2 hours of my life? But my favorite thing about TikTok is just the feelings that you elicits from the app. Like, I can't not laugh on that app. Like, it's absolutely hilarious. And I do think, again, that comes from the authenticity of the creators that are putting the content out there.
And I think it's great because, like you said, you're able to watch a video for 10 seconds, laugh your head off,
Definitely.
go to the next one, laugh again, go to the next one, laugh.
Yeah.
Next one, okay, it's trash, let's move on. Then the fifth one is funny again. It's just that
Yes.
short form content, quick, but you're having so much fun, you're laughing your head off, and it's tailored to what you want to watch because of the algorithm.
The algorithm.
If we're talking TikTok, but also YouTube kind of has their own algorithm, but TikTok is really, really strong. If you had to
Okay.
say, if you had to create content, which platform would you choose?
So I would have chosen Instagram. I've been on
Okay.
Instagram for like the past, I don't know, 5 years,
Yeah.
probably more than that. I've had breaks here and there, like maybe a little bit of a detox here and there. But I would definitely say creating content for Instagram primarily. But I would like to start posting a little bit more on TikTok. I mean, I don't want to say it's easier to go viral on TikTok, but maybe it is. Is that too much of a bold statement to say it's easier to go more viral on TikTok than it is Instagram, for example?
You know what? I wouldn't say it's true or false.
Okay.
I would say it has both.
Yeah.
Personally, because of uploading on YouTube for such a long time, it took me years until I really had a piece of content that really blew. But
Blew
that
up.
doesn't mean that someone will upload 5 videos and the fifth one or third one will just go viral. I just think that right now, and I do agree with you, that TikTok, if you're after getting viral, getting as many views as possible and likes, then your probably best bet is being on TikTok, just
Yeah.
because of the amount of content they're pushing
Absolutely.
out. Also, think about it. So if you're on YouTube, how many videos do you watch? Like 2 or 3?
Yeah,
If
they're
all
long
10,
form.
15 minutes. You know, you watch 2 or 3 maximum, then you get a bit bored. How many are you scrolling through TikTok? Probably like 100 in the hour, like scroll,
Yeah.
scroll, scroll. So you naturally see more content, so people will be able to see more content. So yeah, no, I do agree with that. I would say that if you want to get a bit more viral, then TikTok's your way. But again, if you're after long form content, then clearly you're not gonna go on
Okay,
there.
so I've given you my opinion. I want to hear yours. Your favorite platform to create content for?
Look, I'm going to be a little bit biased here, of
Okay,
course.
of course.
But of course, it is YouTube.
Yeah.
Now, if I had to say, I probably do slightly prefer long form content,
Of course, yeah.
only if it's good content. And also, reels are on YouTube now.
Yeah.
It doesn't quite hit the same, I can't lie. TikTok is a bit more raw, there's a bit more for funnier stuff
Yeah.
on there. But you know what? I would have to say YouTube just because of what I've done. I'd slightly prefer consuming long form content.
Okay.
And then obviously they're adapting to kind of what other people are doing right now. But what about you?
I think there's something that we've both said that now. We've both said that we think it's probably one of the most humorous platforms to
100%.
consume content on.
Yeah.
And is that maybe a question? Like, is that maybe why so many consumers of content are being drawn to TikTok over
Yeah.
Instagram, over, I'm now maybe not over YouTube, but obviously there's all these conversations about how Instagram is making young people feel.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe that is why there's been such a massive surge to TikTok, because it's making people feel happy. It's making them feel...
And the last thing on TikTok, I think why it has worked as well is because there was a formula that did work before, and that was Vine.
Of course,
So
yeah.
I don't know how old people are that are watching this, but
Yeah.
if you remember Vine, you're OG, and essentially it was almost the same as TikTok, but
Yeah.
Vine wasn't able to, in a nutshell, monetize what they were doing, or their creators, whereas TikTok have.
Yeah.
So the formula was there. It kind of, people knew that short form content was working.
Yeah.
Logan Paul, Jake Paul were first Viners.
Of
That's
course.
where they came from.
Yeah.
Moved to YouTube and everything else that they've done. Do you think it's easy to be a creator now? Yeah.
I think the term easy, maybe we need to change that word,
Yeah.
because I think it's easy for anyone to be a creator if they put their mind to it, if they're passionate about it. I don't think it's easy to go viral or easy to be successful as a creator.
Yeah, I agree.
But also, by what means are we saying, how is successful defined? Do you know what I mean? Like, does that
Yeah.
mean you've got 1 million followers? Does that mean you're getting loads of brand deals all the time? Are you getting asked for collaborations? Like, what does successful mean? And what does it mean to be easy as a creator? I'm not 100% sure. I think it's easier for people to get involved in social media platforms at the minute. Like, if you think about Vine, there was a reason maybe why so many people didn't actually produce content on that app and they actually instead consumed it. I think, how easy is it now? Everyone's got a smartphone. Everyone's got an extra 10 minutes to just record something quickly, whether that's a TikTok dance, whether it's a transition, or whether it's just simple speaking to camera.
Yeah.
I would say it's easier to produce content, but there's also a bit of consistency. It's not easy to be a creator unless you're going to be consistent, right?
No, I 100% agree. first of all, you've got to be passionate for what you're doing.
Of course.
If you're not, if you're in for the money reasons, again, not that it might not work, but it's less likely to.
Yeah.
100%. And easy or hard, well, listen, I think the key thing is here, if you're wanting to start off, I've always said that your favorite creators have always been on zero. So they're on 0 subscribers, followers, whatever it was. But now, I think the key thing is you can go ahead and do what you want, even in a saturated market.
Yeah.
But how are you going to be unique? What's going to be different about
What's
you?
your USP, right?
Yeah. Is it your character? Is it what you do? Is it, Mr. Beast is all about, the money in his videos, that kind of thing. You just have to have something about it that's going to differentiate yourself. That doesn't make it easy, but it should make your life a little bit easier to, appeal to people. That's what I'd say about that.
I think you've just touched on something really important actually there, Nellis, is comparison. Like, everyone's guilty of it, right? If you're going to start an account on TikTok at the minute, it is so easy for you to compare yourself to Addison Rae, Charlie D'Amelio, Dixie. Of course it is, but you've got to think about when they started. When any creator started, they started on 0. No one's different from any other creator out there, and you can't get upset by that. You can't get defeated by that. You have got to think of the end goal. And if you are just in it to get the followers and to get brand deals or money or whatever it is, I just come back to the point that you need to be authentic with and be passionate about the content that you're creating, and do not compare yourself to people that have been doing it for 2 years if you've just been doing it for 2 weeks. So consistency, stay at it, don't get defeated.
You know what? I think I actually want to end it there because you've summarized it really well.
Perfect. Exactly. So thank you so much for tuning into our first episode, guys. Please tune in for the next one, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.